Hello and welcome back to the Dice Bit. I'm your host NextGen Nate, and this is not Finders Hollow or Star Wars Talon 1. This is something a little different that I'm doing. There are certain weeks where I just don't have the time to do either one of those. Recording is actually the easy part. Editing, on the other hand, that's a whole nother story. So, to fill the space, and I'll see if I'll do this more in the future, on weeks that I can't fulfill the desire to create a session. So what this is going to be called, and you'll see it in the title, is Roll-N-Vote NPCs. And what we're going to do is I'm going to roll up a NPC. Specifically in this episode, we're rolling up an NPC that I'm not sure where we're going to use it, but rolling up an NPC that I will try to put in the story at some point for Finders Hollow. We're going to do another episode after this one, rolling up a NPC for Talon 1, but this episode is going to be Finders Hollow. So, to explain the roles. The first roll is to see whether or not they're male or female, and that's just a D4. 1 to 2 is, 1 to 2 is male, 3 to 4 is female. Then we will be rolling another D4 to see whether or not they're going to be a single class or a multi-class. 1 to 2 is single, and 3 to 4 is multi. And then we're going to go to race, which race, when I do this, will change because there's a bunch of races. Typically, I'll be keeping it to a D12, and I'll either be putting it on this side or this side. Somewhere on the screen, I'll actually have it written out. So, for races, we have 1 human, 2 high elf, 3 dwarf, 4 dark elf or drow, 5 dark dwarf, which I can't remember the name of right now, Duragar, I believe, 6 tabaxi, 7 dragonborn. If we hit dragonborn, I will be rolling a d20 to see what kind of dragonborn we are. There are a few of those digits that won't represent really anything. If I hit one of those, it'll be roller's choice. 8 warforged, 9 loxodon, 10 turtle, 11 fairy, 12 gnome. And if you don't know what some of those are, go look up D&D stuff. I know tabaxi, not everyone knows what that is. That's the cat folk, basically. Loxodon is elephant folk. Turtle. There was another one that I know that people may not know. Well, maybe not. Anyway, those are the races that we have this particular go-round. Then we have class, which, again, could be one class, could be multi-class. We've got 1 for barbarian, 2 for bard, 3 for cleric, 4 for druid, 5 for fighter, 6 for monk, 7 for paladin, 8 for rogue, 9 for sorcerer, 10 for wizard. And pardon my glasses. Okay, so after that, we will have background, which on this one, backgrounds are going to change. Not as much for the D&D stuff, because I'm kind of just going out of the main handbook. If there's anyone who's like, oh, you should put this background in the list, then it might take a different slot. So, 1 for acolyte, 2 for charlatan, 3 for criminal, 4 for entertainer, 5 for folk hero, 6 for guild artisan, 7 for a hermit, 8 for noble, 9 for outlander, 10 for sage, 11 for sailor, and 12 for soldier. Man, these glasses are all messed up for some reason. I'm sorry about that. Then lastly, we have alignment, which, you know the alignments. 1, lawful good, 2, neutral good, 3, chaotic good, 4, lawful neutral, 5, true neutral, 6, chaotic neutral, 7, lawful evil, 8, neutral evil, 9, chaotic evil, 10, roller's choice. And after we roll up this character, we'll talk about it a little bit of what we got. And then I will have something, why it's called Roll and Vote, is I'll have a quality that you as the audience are going to vote on. I'm going to put a poll in the comments if I can figure that out. I'm going to try. Anyway, a poll in the comments for you guys to vote on something, and whatever gets the highest vote is a quality that this particular character, whoever they may be, is going to have. So, with that, I have a separate recording. I'm going to be recording from my phone for when I do the rolls. So, let's go see how the roll turned out. Alright, so now that I've explained what the different roles are going to represent for the Finder's Hollow character, let's just go ahead and roll. Alright, so this is for if they're going to be male or female. That is a 3. So they're going to be female. Let's see if they are going to just have one class or 2. That is a 3. They're going to be a multi-classer, so we're going to be going for 2 classes when we get to it. Alright, let's roll for race, which is a d12. That is a 9. That's a 9. So we have a Loxodon. Elephant folk. Female Loxodon. The class is a d10. And of course we get to roll this twice. Yay! 5. They are a fighter. And fighter paladin combo. Sorry if the camera's jostling a bunch. I'm having to write some stuff down. Alright, let's look at what their background is going to be. Another d12. There are 5. A folk hero. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Alright, let's look at their alignment. Folk hero, we're wanting good alignment. If I don't like the roll, I'll admit, I might throw this roll out. We shall see. Six. Haha. Okay, so they're not good, but they're chaotic neutral. But they're a folk hero. Alright. Well, there we go. See you back in the main video. Alright. Well, that was a fun roll. An interesting character. I actually really like where this turned out. So, female. Multi-class. We've got a Loxodon, who is a fighter / paladin, and is of the folk hero background, which that's beautiful. Fighter paladin with a folk hero background, perfect. And then with the chaotic neutral way of looking at things. So this person is, I'm thinking more along the lines of right and wrong is not necessarily tied to just laws. Laws can be wrong sometimes. It's about just right and wrong. That's the neutral part. And the chaotic is just, I don't know, I just kind of act. Loxodon's really interesting. Nice big elephant lady that is a paladin fighter. I don't know, I kind of feel like we might run into this character at Politus's place. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to make it to where these NPCs aren't just someone you run into, that they're actually someone that could show up to help with a fight or give a mission or something like that. So I'll see where I can integrate them in. Like I said, it kind of sounds like someone you might meet at Politus's place. So, for your part, what are you voting on? Here's my thoughts. This character has a major scar of some sort. And what you're going to be voting on is this character missing an eye? Are they missing an ear? And I'm going to say that as Loxodons go, I'm going to build mine off of the African elephant. So they got big ears. So a missing ear would be dramatic. Maybe not a missing ear. Another option that I'm going to put down is a torn ear. And then finally, maybe a grizzled trunk. So, missing eye, missing ear, torn ear, or grizzled trunk, where actually like the end of the trunk might be a little scarred because of fighting. But yeah, you have a part to play. How this character is going to look like when it shows up. So yeah, that's our first roll and vote. Our Loxodon Fighter Paladin Folk Hero. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you like the next one as well. So, till next time.